Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is the first video of mine that you are watching. Today I'm going to be taking you through my curly hair routine as well as my everyday makeup routine, so get ready with me. After I put out my last video, I got a lot of comments and DMs about my hair and my makeup, which thank you so much. And if you've been following along with my vlogs, you know that I've been trying to get more into makeup, try new products, and just find what works for me. So such a big compliment that so many people were asking about my makeup routine. Without further ado, we're just gonna get right into the video and you guys can get ready with me. So I'm just about to get in the shower and I'm gonna tell you guys what I'm gonna do in the shower because I'm not about to take you in there with me. I don't wash my hair every single day. I wash it about once a week, but I do, when I want my hair to be curly, I do wet it. So I'm still gonna get it wet in the shower. The reason for that is typically after I sleep on my hair, it's not very curly. Like it tends to go more frizzy and just, I don't know, weird. So I can't really wear, personally for my curls, I can't really wear like second day curly hair. I washed my hair about 2 days ago, so I'm just going to be conditioning it. So basically I get in the shower, I get it wet right away. The first thing I do is put conditioner in it, and I have a clip that I keep in the shower and a comb that I keep in the shower, and I'll comb my hair once the conditioner is in it. I'll comb it and then put it up in a clip, do everything else that I need to do in the shower, and then the very last thing that I do is rinse out the conditioner. And I typically, because I have pretty hot showers, and I know that really hot water is not good for your hair, especially colored hair, so I turn the temperature down a little bit, and then I'll rinse the conditioner out of my hair. Looking so great. I put this microfiber little head wrap on, and I just put it on very loose. My hair is obviously sopping wet right now, so it's just gonna help to not make it so sopping wet, but I don't like dry it with the towel. I'm just using a little bit of my toner. This is my favorite toner ever. I've talked about it before. It's the Rosewater Facial Toner with hyaluronic acid, and I'm just using a cotton pad and I'm putting that on. Putting this, wow, on my face before I shave it. And take it out, and it's obviously still very wet. And I just kind of get my part so that it's like my hair is parted how I want it to, and it's like sitting how I want it to. And then I use a little bit of this leave-in conditioner. I honestly, my friend gave me this, and I've just been using it, but I don't really honestly notice a difference with any leave-in conditioner, so I feel like you can use any. And I put it in my hands, flip my hair over again, and I just scrunch it a little bit, flip it back up, put it so that where my part is, scrunch it a little bit like this, helping out the curls a little bit. Then I usually just let my hair air dry for a while as I do my skincare and stuff. Just shaving my face with this little face razor thing that I got at Sephora. Finished shaving my face and just did one quick thing of toner with another cotton pad, and I'm just putting my hair up in a clip, a very loose clip. It's still sopping wet, so it'll be fine just to get it out of my face as I do this. Next, with my skincare, I'm going to, I do like relatively the same thing every single day, but sometimes it changes just on the state of my skin. So my skin is, I mean, not doing the best ever, but not doing the worst ever. So I'm going to use the Ordinary Niacinamide. Can you see her? That. Try and rub it in really lightly. And then you guys guys already know, but bring it down the neck. And then I'm going to use my e.l.f. Holy Hydration Face Cream, which I've really been liking. It says with hyaluronic acid and peptide complex. I just decided to try it because I've really been liking a lot of my e.l.f. products, and I needed a new moisturizer, and I really like it. I feel like I have somewhat of sensitive and dry skin, so I always like to be super hydrated, and I don't like to use really things with fragrances or anything like that. I don't know, I usually just find myself buying more kind of like sensitive skin type things. Next, I'm going to use my Super Goop Unseen Sunscreen. This is relatively new for me as well. Obviously, sunscreen is super important, even if it's not super sunny out, like it is not for me today. But I really love, oh, I should have shown you the kind of texture, or what's the word I'm looking for? Consistency of this, because I really like this. Tried a decent amount of sunscreens, and I always find that they leave like a white cast or feel super greasy, and that makes me not want to wear them, which is obviously not good for sunscreen. So this is SPF 40, and it's water resistant, and it also says that it's reef safe, which is very important. And I have read that sunscreen that is in moisturizers and things like that just aren't good enough, aren't protective enough, so I like to use a separate like actual sunscreen. And yeah, this is my favorite one that I've ever used. I just feel like, I mean, you guys can see that it hasn't left a white cast on me at all. It actually kind of like creates a really nice base for makeup or anything. Like, it makes my skin feel really smooth and not greasy or anything at all. I don't know if you can really tell that through the screen, but I really like it. I've suggested it to a lot of my friends. Next, what I would typically do is put on some sort of oil. I like to use oil as a base for my makeup because it feels like it creates a layer in between my skin and the makeup, and it feels like my makeup isn't like seeping into my skin, which I personally don't love the feeling of. However, I just ran out of all of my oils, and I have heard that you can use Aquaphor kind of the same way. I just tried this recently, or I just bought this recently to try like slugging, and I do really like it. However, I know that you're not really supposed to do it with open, like active acne, which I do have a little bit. I also was definitely poking at my skin a little bit, so I do have some open things. I think I'm gonna use just a little bit today. Just a small amount. I also feel like when you use oil or something like this under your makeup, it makes it a little bit more like dewy and glowy, and I personally like that look. I'm just gonna take my hair down for a second. So basically with my hair, as I'm getting ready, I just kind of keep scrunching it every once in a while. So I know I mentioned in one of my last videos that I was looking for a new kind of CC cream, BB cream, tinted moisturizer type thing, and I did get a couple of recommendations. However, I just decided to repurchase the one that I was using because I realized I actually do really like it. Again, I'm not married to it, but I don't know, I do like this brand because I feel like they are pretty focused on like skincare and sensitive skin, and it's all like hypoallergenic and stuff like that, which just makes me feel better personally. So I just bought the medium shade, which honestly, like I did have self-tan on, but it's like kind of coming off now. So it might be a little bit too dark for my skin, but I just don't care enough right now. Maybe I'll use some of this and some of my light I do still have this brush. I am looking for a new sort of foundation type brush. But I obviously am just putting this all over my face. I feel like this is pretty buildable. So if I do want more coverage in certain areas, like where I have more redness, you can just build up the coverage more. But I just like to have a light kind of base. I don't mind if some of the redness shows through. Okay, and then I just go over it with my beauty blender very lightly to just get rid of any brush strokes or anything that there may be. The only other cream product that I currently use is this Makeup by Mario contour bronzing stick, which is a little bit too dark, I think, for me. So I'm just gonna use a tiny bit, and then I have another bronzer that I actually like better. Like literally just using the tiniest amount. I do really like this product. I think I just have too dark of a shade for the shade of my skin right now. But once I'm tan, it will be a little bit better. I love that it has this brush on the end, because I don't have a lot of makeup brushes and it blends really easily. When I first used this product, I tried to like actually brush it, which didn't work very well, didn't blend very well. So the dabbing works much better, which you guys probably know, but I didn't know. So next we're gonna go in with a little bit of this e.l.f. bronzer. It says that it's a primer infused bronzer. Didn't even know that. It says Forever Sun Kissed. I don't know if that is the shade. I don't know if they have multiple shades or just one, but I know that this is so helpful. And then I use this e.l.f. brush. I forget what it's called, but I found it at Winners. And I really like it. I feel like it blends everything in very nicely. I can't go too heavy on the bronzer today because, like I said, my tan has faded, so I don't want to look too crazy. Looks way more intense on camera than it does in real life. I also, as you noticed, don't use any sort of setting powder or anything. Don't know if it's necessary, don't know if I should use it, but I don't. Then I have this other random brush that I've had forever that I just use to put some bronzer on my eyelids. I don't really know how to do eyeshadow, so this is just what I do. Next, using this Milani, I think that's how you say it, blush. I'm really enjoying this shade right now. And using the same brush that I just did with my bronzer, which you're probably not supposed to do, but again, I don't know, whatever. And I like to go over my nose with the blush as well. And I put a little tiny bit on my forehead. I use, this is the least informative makeup routine ever. This powder blurring brush, which is definitely not a highlighter brush, but I use it for highlighter. I just put a little bit on my cheeks and on my eyes and a tiny bit above my eyebrows. Oh yeah, the highlighter that I'm using is this Urban Decay one that I believe has been discontinued for years and years. I really want to try out the Rare Beauty, what are words? The Rare Beauty Cream blush and highlighter. I really want to try both of those. Next, I'm using my NYX Dip Brow Gel. So just brushing my eyebrows out. I've been leaving my eyebrows a lot more natural recently. I used to fill them in pretty intensely with a pencil. And yeah, I've just been leaving them a lot more natural recently. Sometimes I don't even fill them in. Sometimes I just do that. I think I might fill them in just a tiny bit today, like making them a little bit darker near the arches. Next, I just use this e.l.f. brow gel stuff. Then this Maybelline Sky High mascara for my first little coat. And then I just got this little Ilia mascara sample, so I've been using that as my second coat. And then for my lips, recently I've been liking this NYX, it's a oh my god, it's a lip liner in the shade Brunch Me, but I just kind of use it as a liner and then use it all over my lips. And then I use the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. And that is basically it for my makeup. So now we're gonna go do my hair, so you can see that it's obviously still very wet. My hair takes a very long time to dry. So I just have this random hair dryer that I've had forever, and I bought a diffuser attachment that just goes on it, pops on it like that. Maybe like 85% dry, and I'll just kind of keep scrunching it. Might give it a few minutes and do like a little bit more diffusing like around my face so that these pieces can dry a little bit more. Oh yeah, one last thing that I forgot, so I'm popping back in, is I use this Milani lip gloss, and I just use a tiny bit. It is a lip plumping gloss. But yeah, I just use a little bit of that as well. And we're done. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure that you subscribe and like the video if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in next week's video.